So a couple of weeks back, I went up into the Talladega National Forest in eastern Alabama and spent the night, overnight, after I crashed my motorcycle. The plan was to spend the whole weekend there, but after the crash, I decided I was not really as interested with all the pain. But I did visit this fire tower, one of the few left in Alabama standing. And if you're interested, I'll do a video about fire towers in Alabama. But this video is a introduction to my camping chair, which actually caused my crash. But I think it's an interesting chair, and I wanted to do this video because it's one of the last gear items that I was wanting to show you guys. There's supposed to be a storm tonight, best I can tell from Weather Channel / Google, which is pretty much all awful. Looks like there's rain coming in at 2 a.m. I couldn't get enough internet to get me the next day. I had to wait 10 minutes just to get the forecast for tonight. But 2, 3, 4 a.m. maybe it's supposed to rain. I don't care. Hopefully I'll be so asleep it's not going to even matter. But right now, important thing. Unload the brewskis. Man, this is heavier than the rest of my gear. So I got a bag of ice, and I got, I tell you, my shoulder is really messed up. Got a bag of ice and 2 I can't even think straight. That's how much pain I'm in. So I'm gonna alleviate my pain right now. Not if I spill all this ice in the beer. So I'm gonna pop me a beer, get me some Aleve. This is about the best they had at the Waldo Quick Stop. Oh my God, this is very good. Waldo, it's really a town. It's a very tiny town. There's some history there. I don't know that I know the entire history. There is a there's an old mill just over the hill, and it was the old mill restaurant for years and years. It's come and gone, and now I think it's gone for good. This is what is left of the old mill restaurant. It's opened and closed several times over the last few years. It's called the Old Mill Restaurant apparently because it used to be the old mill before it was a restaurant. And we'll stick a camera in here, and the place is for sale. I'm sure they don't want people hanging out here, but thought I'd go down here and see what's left. But it's right on the side of a creek. It's beautiful, beautiful little place. There's not much else in Waldo. Waldo Quick Stop, and then you know, the woods. I think I'm 20 miles, 15 miles from Waldo, from camp here. I leave, then I'm gonna finish this beer, and then I'm gonna set up my chair. My camp chair, which is, I'm blaming the camp chair for causing my accident. So I've really got to rethink either carrying it. I got to rethink carrying my chair, or I got to rethink my strapping system, because where it sits doesn't bother me at all, as long as I can keep it bolted down. My only solace is the fact that I'm sitting out on this beautiful rock, on a beautiful ridge, in a beautiful part of the country. If it was more clear, it would be more awesome. Alright, so I'm going to set up this camp chair for the first time in I don't know how many years. I bought, well actually I didn't buy this at all. My ex-wife bought this for me as a gift. I started talking about this chair. She was such a great gift giver that she decided to give her wonderful husband at the time. I think back then she actually liked me. It's called a Kermit chair. And a buddy of mine had one, and he was all about it. That's all he ever talked about was his Kermit chair. Finally got a chance to see it in action, and I was really impressed. This guy was probably a foot smaller than me, but the wife got some leg extensions. It probably weighs almost a pound. This thing probably weighs, golly, 8-10 pounds. It's not a light chair, but it's made of wood and steel. It's very durable. It's made in America, and apparently, I'm not sure, I'll have to check, but I think these things come with like a lifetime warranty. If you break it, they'll repair it for you, which is kind of unheard of. So this is going to be really difficult. I haven't set this up in quite some time, as I think I mentioned. And it's got mold all in it because it's been stuck in a moldy Florida home. It is very tricky to set this up. Oh, check that out. My wife, ex-wife, she was a lovely person. I say she was, she's still a lovely person. We're just not together anymore. Alright, so this goes here and here. I think the thing that I started realizing, these things get pretty loose. So I'm not sure if that's part of their warranty process or how that actually works. This may not be the one that goes on this one, but it will be the one that goes on the back, certainly. Uh-oh, getting close. I think the thing that marvels me is how people come up with these designs. Like, as far as I know, this is an American design. It's an American company, and built and designed in America, which is, you know, awesome. I'm down with that. But also engineered in America, which is even better. Because some American got it in his head that he could make a better chair, something that collapses into a very small footprint. And I'm pretty sure that's why my buddy was into these chairs, is because of the small footprint. You can actually get these in a box and put them on your bike, which is kind of rare because most people are running around with well, they've got those tiny little, I can't remember what they call them. They're tiny little aluminum chairs, and they don't look comfortable. I've sat in one before. I can't imagine them being very comfortable for very long, even if they are comfortable for a short period of time. Wow, now this is really hurting my shoulder. Really hurting my shoulder. And everything else. Maybe this one fits better. Hey-oh. So I'm sure this would work out a lot better if you weren't crippled. Like I am borderline crippled right now. Oh. And then there's one that goes somewhere else. I'm not sure where that is. Ah, there we go, up top. It has really been a long time since I set this chair up. Wasn't kidding, folks. Wow, I feel like I'm stringing a bow. I don't remember it being this tough. Or maybe back the last time I set this up, I was actually tough. So I sure ain't tough now. I'm just old. Stringing a bow. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing here. Ugh. Now, this is all fine and good. Getting it apart is going to be the hard thing, I imagine. Good catch, Don. All right. These are not the droids you're looking for. Go into behave. All right, so success. Now I have a standard camp chair. All fine and good for regular folks, regular statured folks, people that of the short-legged variety, which I am not part of that evolutionary tree. I come from the land of giants, and hence I must have giant extensions. Hopefully, this looks like they're all here. So, oddly, the big extensions go in the front, the small extensions go in the rear. But to do all this, I have to take these damn things back off, at least for a moment. They snap in, which is really kind of cool. It's kind of cool design. And then these guys go in the back. Although, with this stump out here, I really didn't need a chair, did I? Most of the time I camp places where it's nothing like this. Alright, so got that going for me. Now, I'm going to sit here, drink a beer, and stare out at the spectacle. You know, you might think this is really silly doing a video on a camp chair, but I think it's really important. Especially for me, I'm almost 300 pounds and I can't sit in just any old camp chair. There's some wonderful tiny little things that weigh ounces and are much easier to set up, but I would snap them in half with my weight, even though some of them are rated close to 250 pounds. I don't think that they would hold up very well. So I did want to do a video on this chair. I love this chair. It's too heavy, it's too bulky, but it fits in, well, it used to fit in my side cases on my bikes, which is why I loved it the most. It's been all over the country with me. I've set this chair up in an amazing places, and I just wanted to share that with you, and reflect on the fact that the chair falling off the bike was really what ruined my weekend, ironically, because my plan was to sit up there all weekend in this chair and just chill and watch nature and hang out. But it got cut short with my injuries and the weather and all that crap. But I will be back on this chair very soon. But I wanted to give you a little bit of insight into why I love this chair and show you a little bit about it. Until next time.